is fired up. I mean,
I am fired.
The NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously
So fun.
exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope. Struggled for a long time, and here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
Here's none. Down low. Adebayo kicks to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. On deep. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him. Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now here is Robinson. It's stolen by Green. Outside Curry. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. First quarter of play. 1 minute played. Here's none. Guarded by Curry. None passes to Butler. And yes, it's good.
And when he gets inside, Butler's not going to be denied. Tremendous focus down low.
It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. Here's Butler. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror. Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Miami with the foul.
Everything that Curry does seems to be fast. He shoots it fast, makes quick decisions with the ball, great ball handling, quick hands. Opponents at a loss with how to guard Steph Curry.
Take a break. Take a break.
First one falls for him. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Butler. Boy, he just disappeared against Charlotte, and they really needed him. Outside Curry. And there's the pass to Chris. Five on the clock. Curry outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Now, that's one of the game's greatest three-point shooters, so don't be shocked.
Here's none. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte. Shot from 12. Takes it out to Leonard. Pass to Nunn. Back to Leonard. Second chance shot, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Stephen Curry.
Pretty slick move by Leonard. Catches the defender out of position and draws the foul.
First trip to the line for him here. And he makes the first. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Leonard hits them both.
Well, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Curry with a wide open look and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
Robinson passes to Nunn. Back to Robinson. Passes it to Nunn. Butler up top. Shoots it up. Drained for 2 points. Butler's got 7 points.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Wiggins. Coming in off a 21-point game, his last outing. Lays it up and banks it in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors, trailing by 2. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that.
Yeah, that's a bit of a head scratcher there. That was a case where every single thing that could have gone wrong for them, oh, it showed up.
Here's Nunn, following the basket by Draymond Green. And to get open is Robinson.
Put on that shot, forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Butler with the ball. Now defended by Oubre. Outside Butler. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 10.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Pass to Wiggins. And he comes up with the deuce.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Curry. Nunn passes to Butler. Here's Adebayo.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground.
First free throw is good.
Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit undersized, but there's something in his activity on a nightly basis, Kevin, that feels like he plays bigger. Just a pogo stick, gets around, covers some ground laterally, and does a great job of both protecting the rim and finishing strong.
He hits both from the stripe. Warriors trail by 3. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. This team has come away with wins in its first 2 contests against the Warriors. Coach attributes it to their effort on defense. He said, "We know how deadly Curry and everyone else can be if given space. The guys have done a great job of bothering shots, however they can, and it's worked out for us." See if they can keep that strong play going. Evan?
Thank you, David. And with Adebayo and finishing plays, Brent, he is a terrific dunker.
No doubt. Guys are looking for him all over the rim, and you could throw it just about anywhere, and Bam is going to go up and just look for that. Bam right on you. Great energy, great athleticism, and continues to find ways in which he can make solid offensive contributions for the Heat.
Now here's Wiggins. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Fifth, Jimmy Butler.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
The Heat with the lead. Nunn passes to Butler. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Back to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
How about the awareness there for Butler? The D goes to sleep and Jimmy finds the wide open man.
Here's Curry with the three. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his fifth rebound in this one. Feeds to Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And that's 12 points for Jimmy Butler.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Brent, certain players make everyone around them better. Talk about some of those guys who will do that at the very highest level.
The interesting thing about today's game, Kevin, is it's not always the point guard position. I think in the past we thought two ways. The point guard, who has the ball in his hands, finding guys for them to make shots. And then through the 80s and 90s, it was low post players who were getting double teams and initiating some offense. Yes. Nowadays, it's a lot of wing guys. And it's guys like Kawhi Leonard, it's guys like LeBron James, Kevin Durant. Throw Draymond Green in there with his ability to pass the ball. Jokic in there with his ability to pass the ball. It's all happening around the three-point line and getting into the gaps. So they look a little bit different, the initiators, in today's game.
And the Warriors making a change here.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Steph Curry. He's coming off an excellent season. Second in free throw percentage, fourth in three-point field goal percentage. And as one of the NBA's top 5 scorers, you also can't forget what an outstanding year he had offensively.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, second in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Butler feeling it out a bit. Over to the wing. Lock at 6. Elbow shot is on the way. That one no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Oubre, no one around him. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Good touch there. Oubre outside the three-point arc and knocks one down.
To the paint, here's Butler. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Butler's got 14 points for the game.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, Steph Curry, one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, but also a very gifted passer, great at finding his teammates.
Here's Nunn. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Nunn passes to Leonard. Robinson against Wiggins. Outside Butler. The pass to Adebayo. That shot off. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Takes the 13-footer. Jump shot is good. 9 points in the game so far.
Steph Curry is a brilliant offensive basketball player. The D backs up, and he just shoots that one off the dribble.
Nunn passes to Butler. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Adebayo throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Timeout called the Warriors. Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? So we'll just have to wait and see.
And the Heat making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Golden State's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Now Curry. 9 points in the game so far. With some arc, and the layup is up and in. Curry's got 11.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Curry. Stolen away. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And Chris throws it down.
Man, it seemed like Marquise Chris was not going to be denied, and he wasn't.
The Heat trail by 4. Here's Nunn. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. They get it back. Tries again. It's blocked. Knocks it loose. Robinson against Wiggins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one issue for the Heat for years now, inefficient shooting.
Well, young players are learning how to defend, so you need to do that first. But if you can't go down on the offensive end and you can't find ways to dig out of holes by shooting the basketball, you get down 10 or 12 points. Defense sometimes isn't enough. They've been the bottom third in points scored for quite a while.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Crowder can't hit that one. The Warriors go the other way. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Adebayo, high post. Inside, here's Nunn. And just miss after miss right now.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Butler. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And now here's Chris. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
Releases. They get the rebound. Adebayo comes up empty down low. Here's Oubre. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 assists now tonight.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We come back right after this. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare, rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Warriors. You've got Lee. He's out there with Steph Curry. Andrew Wiggins is caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before an illegal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league has gone now.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
You know, and Butler wasn't a starter until midway through his second season. But since then, his minutes have gone up, and his productivity has gone way up.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. And so Butler nails both of them. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Warriors leading by 14. Pass to Curry. Wiggins outside. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for Miami. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Curry fires from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 17 now.
This is why Steph Curry is virtually unguardable. When he's sinking those kind of shots, it just devastates you defensively.
Here's Dragic. The shot off that time. Wiggins with some nice D. Offensive rebound. Haskell's shot is off. The Heat trail by 15. Here's Hero. Passes to Butler. Shoots over Curry. Here's Adebayo.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Looney. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Lee. 5 to shoot. The shot. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Lee with the steal. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Butler, no good.
And still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter.
Oh, that was something else.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Lee passes to Bassett. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight, Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Butler.
One shot.
And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
He's checked in for the Heat.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Dragic. Last season's performance for him averaged about 13 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Outside Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Over Lee. Kicks it out to Iguodala. There's the feed to Olynyk. Over Wiggins. Olynyk can't hit.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Rockets the pass to Hero. Outside Crowder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Stephen Curry.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, ranked a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
That one is off. And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. No luck that time either. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
The Heat have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And the first one drops. Well, you watch Goran Dragic play, and Brent, he's so deceptive with his movement both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why, Kevin, is the change of speeds. I also add the fact that guys who can handle the ball and are crafty and are left-handed, boy, it's tough on a nightly basis to change up your mindset to guard a guy who you know is going to go left all the time as opposed to right. Trust me, in practice, I had to do that with Manu Ginobili a ton of time in San Antonio. Dragic similar, great use of speed change.
Here's Curry, rejected by Crowder, and the wide open shot from Green. Warriors getting another chance here. Looney with the bucket.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Curry against Dragic. Here's Hero. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Hero's got his second bucket tonight.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
To the middle. Curry, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Iguodala outside. He kicks it to Dragic. Curry with the defensive effort. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Shoots over Dragic, and the Warriors tack on 2 more. Here's Hero. 5 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good D by Lee.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And it's Iguodala missing. Golden State's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Green kicks to Curry. Pass to Looney. And here's Green outside. That's tipped and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. 5th is Steph Curry.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Dragic dishes to Olynyk. Crowder the pass to Dragic. And Olynyk kicks to Crowder. The pass to Hero. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The tray. It's hauled in by Hero. Hero's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Dragic. Pass to Hero. Iguodala outside. Again, the miss by the Heat. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Fires the 3. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors. Outside Dragic. Olynyk high post. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Dragic the pass to Hero. To end the cold streak. And it's Curry with the rebound. Golden State's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12.
Yeah, Draymond Green, we know he plays with attitude and he plays with force. But his teammates appreciate the unselfish approach he has.
1:57 left to play here in the half. Kicks to Olynyk for the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Pascal's got his 5th rebound in this one. Olynyk with the steal. Dragic with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Dragic against Curry. Takes the 13-footer. No good from Dragic.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
1:09 left in the first half of the game. That one doesn't drop. Curry with the defensive effort.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it. Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Here's Hero, covered by Lee. Passes it to Looney. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Iguodala's drive. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Pascal, the pass to Lee. Green deciding where to go with it. Shot from 12, and he hits the jump shot. 28 points for Steph Curry.
I feel like when he gets going like this, it's a night where Steph might take a few more chances offensively. That spells trouble for the defense.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Warriors on top, running away with this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, what do you like about the way the team's playing so far?
We're competitive right now. We're going after it. In our possession, we're going hard.
We'll see if that continues in the second half, Andrew. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 28 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He had a very shaky performance in their last game, but it has not affected him at all tonight. What a tremendous first half he played. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout city.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Well, it's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Curry has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Golden State's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. They've got Adebayo. Myers Leonard is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the 1. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Robinson with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. And Miami shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. He dishes it to Butler. The Warriors pull it in.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Outside Robinson. Adebayo, high post. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That's his first foul. Andrew Wiggins is checked in for Kevon Looney. Golden State's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Here's Wiggins. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
I like whenever Butler slices to the basket. The D has a hard time matching his athleticism on these takes.
Oubre outside. To the paint. Green. And Green is right there. Green's got 11 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Nunn passes to Butler. He kicks it to Leonard. Launches a three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Pass to Chris. Back to Curry. From deep three-point range, it's not going to go for him. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
The three. That one misses. Now the Heat take it the other way. Here's Nunn. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. They double-team Curry. And the pass to Wiggins. Fires for 3. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
The Heat have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. Oubre on the wing. Here's Chris. Drops in the layup for 2. Chris has got 11 points.
He has the tools and the physical advantages. Marquise Chris wanting to be more active on the offensive glass.
Nunn passes to Butler. Here's Nunn. Pass to Leonard. The dish to Robinson. 6 to shoot. Over Wiggins. Robinson misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Kicks it to Butler. Makes it off the glass. Butler's got 4 this quarter.
And he has been running circles around the defense, and it's a different playing field now with Butler being on.
Passes it to Oubre. Over Butler. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Nunn. Pass to Robinson. Takes a 3. And the Heat, another 3.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
There's the pass to Chris. Feeds it to Curry. Lets it fly from 18. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one. Miami has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Nunn passes to Leonard. Robinson against Wiggins. Pass to Butler. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And Green slams it in.
Yeah, I think in his mind he knew the contact was coming, focused, stayed in control, and got it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Heat making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And Green, no good on that one.
A lot of talk surrounding Draymond Green between the coaches and the teammates is the fact that he's the emotional leader of this team. Now, sometimes that's in accord with what you do, and sometimes it keeps you a little off balance, but no doubt Draymond Green is the spark for this ball club.
Oubre outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Oubre has got 9.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Nunn. Six on the shot clock. Great tee that time from Green.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Pass to Nunn. Outside, Jones. Miami needs to get a shot off. Here's Leonard. No good on that one. Wiggins with some nice D. Golden State's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Pass to Green. Here's Chris. No good on the triple. For Miami, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Nunn. Outside Robinson. And the shot goes in. Robinson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Oubre kicks to Green. Now the pass to Wiggins. One hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Wiggins has got 22 points. Robinson against Wiggins. Here's Nunn. Back to Robinson. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. From deep, Green at balls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 6 assists here tonight. The Heat have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Here's Nunn. Leonard trying to break free. Here's Adebayo. Yep, that one goes.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for Leonard.
One shot.
Free throw good. Adebayo. Golden State's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Just 5 on the clock. Bowman pass to Wiggins. And the three off target. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Adebayo throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Pass to Wiggins. And the shot goes in. Wiggins has got 9 points here in the second half.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Robinson misses. Warriors shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Bowman passes to Pascal. Here's Bowman. Rebound by Olynyk. Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Jones, the pass to Adebayo. Outside Robinson. Passes it to Olynyk. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Olynyk's got his first bucket in this one.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
40 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Pascal. Olynyk is covering. Pascal, the pass to Oubre. Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oubre right there, just not afraid to take it at the defense.
It's his first trip to the line.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
The first one falls.
Oubre, the more he plays and gets into a rhythm, you start to see some of that confidence. That's going to help out the team.
And both free throws good for Oubre. And Miami shooting it beautifully here in the third. 56% from the field. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Nunn. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him. Buries it down low. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Lee, and it's Pascal in at the 4 spot. Crowder the bounce pass. Here's Iguodala, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looney's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Bowman passes to Looney. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And Miami shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Fires it up. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. And Dragic has it in the corner. Outside, Jones. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened and what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
And here is Iguodala. He kicks to Crowder. Jones looking for an opening. Outside Dragic. Clock at 6. From deep. Miami no good on that time either. The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Bowman defended by Crowder. Back to Lee. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bender's checked in. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Just 5 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Now that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Now here's Dragic. Puts it up from 12. That's good on the jump shot.
Gotta respect the mid-range play of Goran Dragic right there. The left-handed point guard strokes it well.
Pass to Looney. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Now Bender. Shoots over Crowder. Bender, no good. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Bowman, he's guarded by Dragic. Here's Looney. The pass to Bowman. Lee outside. Looney passes to Bowman. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Crowder. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Crowder's got his first basket of the night.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Bowman, he's guarded by Dragic. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
Right at the free throw line. Bender with the rebound.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Down low. Passes to Bowman. Steps back and fires. And it's in there.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Bounce pass, Dragic. Back to Iguodala. Pass to Olynyk. To the inside. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist from Olynyk.
Finishing in that spot.
Bowman. He's guarded by Dragic. Pass to Bender from downtown, and the three ball is good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Iguodala's drive. Warriors with the rebound. On the wing, Lee. And it's blocked. Iguodala outside. Down low. No good from Dragic. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Inside, Bender. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
Not in
NBA.
today's game, and not with what's at stake.
Free throw, good. Bender.
And Bender's one of those guys just oozing with potential. A big man who runs the floor well and uses his size down close to the basket.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside Hill. Outside Dragic. Lets the three fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Dragic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the ball was not in Goran Dragic's hands very long. Just a great job by him firing it up immediately without hesitation.
Here's the floater. It's tipped. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap and overspending and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you had for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
Both free throws good from Hill.
Hill's smart about taking quality shots. He can play either forward position. It's a nice bit of versatility for a coaching staff.
Smailagic. Olynyk is covering. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. It's hauled in by Hero.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Hill left side. Kicks it to Olynyk. Dishes it to Dragic. Here's Hero. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Leonard, he's checked in for the Heat. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Smailagic. He's guarded by Dragic. And there's the pass to Bowman. Poked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Hero. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Shoots from the baseline, and it's Dragic with the rebound.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Hero. Passes it to Leonard. Takes the 13-footer. Unable to get that one.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Poole the pass to Bowman. And bird right's an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if the player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
Count the basket.
Works that one inside. Nice.
For Miami, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. That one goes in. Smooth sailing for Golden State. Here's Poole. He dishes it to Bender. Shot clock at 6. No one near him. Good. He hits the jump shot.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And it looks like they're going to spare themselves the embarrassment of being swept in the season series by winning this last one.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Steph Curry.
Now this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Leonard, no luck.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Pass to Poole. No good with the triple. Dragic with it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on.
Two pretty high-level defensive teams tonight, Doris. Is that due to talent, scheme, or hustle, or what do you attribute it to?
I think, Kevin, you just named the three things that are prerequisites to being a great defensive unit. Number one, you have got to have individual talent that is suited athletically to guard. Number two, you've got to have a great scheme that the coach has put in position. How are you guarding the pick and roll? Do you want a top lock? Do you want to get out and challenge? Are you switching the pick and roll? And a lot of that comes down to, do you want to be great? Are you going to lay it all out there? Are you going to sacrifice your body? All of those things are a necessity.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. They've got Wiggins. Chris is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Oubre, and it's Curry in at the 1. And now here's Chris. Oubre with it. Butler covering. Oubre kicks to Curry. Good on the triple.
Boy, the ability to pull the trigger so quickly. Steph Curry doesn't even appear to set himself. If it's a clean catch, he's getting that shot off.
Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte. Pass to Adebayo. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. He talked about the threat posed by Jimmy Butler, saying it's incredible the work he's done to make himself such a well-rounded scorer. Kevin, they better be ready for the terror from Tomball, Texas. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Nunn passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Outside Curry. The three-pointer, no good. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Here's Butler trying to get open as Adebayo. Butler, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Miami with the ball after the three-pointer from Kelly Oubre. Here's Nunn. Just 4 to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. Butler from outside. And no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what, Greg? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
A second chance effort. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Curry gets the bucket.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
The Heat trail by 9. Pass to Nunn. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Teardrop shot. It's hauled in by the Heat. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And nothing is falling for him right now. Warriors leading by 9. Green kicks to Curry. With the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. 5th, Jimmy Butler.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Count that bucket. Curry's got 8 points.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Nunn. Offensive rebound. Adebayo.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Right side Curry. Little turnaround. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And already and controlling the backboard.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Curry. Here's the pass to Butler. Shoots over Curry. And it's Butler missing.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Andrew Wiggins with the statement finish.
The Heat trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Nunn passes to Robinson. Butler against Green. 5 on the clock. And it's Butler missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Curry. Good.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Now here's Wiggins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Curry gets the bucket.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Nunn. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the way in.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Now Curry, 10 points for him. Wiggins kicks to Oubre. Outside Curry. Curry with another miss.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Robinson passes to Nunn. Off his leg, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. Crowder, he's checked in for the Heat. Here's Adebayo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
Now here's Oubre. They lead by 11. Shots good by Green.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Nunn passes to Adebayo. Crowder inside. He's against Green. Crowder finds Butler. It's stolen by Green. On here comes Curry all alone. Finished off the break. Curry's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Butler, no good.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
And I know a lot of fans will wonder why centers just don't shoot over Draymond Green. Well, Doris, as you know, it's not that simple.
You're right, Kevin. Draymond, it's his competitive spirit. It's his willingness to hold his ground on the block, and it is very difficult to score on him. Why? Well, great length, great anticipation. This guy is flat out competitive and wants to challenge anyone, anywhere.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. 13-point lead. Oubre outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Nunn passes to Butler. Another shot. Oubre pulls it in.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him, there's no doubt.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Nunn. He kicks it to Crowder. Butler on the way. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. And he drops that one in. Butler's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the pick and roll game of Jimmy Butler gets better every year. He has a better and better understanding of what to take advantage of.
Curry gets the bucket.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
The Heat, their last game, a loss to the Hornets. Nunn passes to Butler. And it's blocked.
Oh, the freak athleticism, Chris, with the tools to be an elite rim protector.
.102 left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Nunn passes to Adebayo.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Basket counts, and the Warriors lead by 19.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Nunn passes to Crowder. 32 seconds left to play here in the first. For the 3. Warriors with the rebound.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And that one's good. Green.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Butler feeling out of it. From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. The Warriors on top, just dominating this one. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels hearing your name in trade rumors.
Rumors are different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You go out there and control what you can control. You know, try to help your team win games, play to the best of your abilities. And if it just so happens you get traded, then you got to suit up and play for the next team.
Staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive. Who's watching him?
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Green down low with Looney. Lee out there with Steph Curry. And it's Pascal in at the three, the small forward. And here's Dragic after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Butler with the ball. 9 points last game out. And it's Looney with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Heat. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Curry finds Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, you can see the hard work that Draymond Green has put in to make himself a more consistent shooter.
Dragic against Curry. Shoots from 14. They get it back. Adebayo. That shot is off. Warriors leading by 21. Green dishes to Curry. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Lee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
And both free throws good for Lee. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Dragic kicks to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Dragic the pass to Hero. And he lobs it up.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Lee goes in, lays it up off the glass.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Hero passes to Dragic. Here's Hero, guarded by Curry. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The teardrop falls in. Curry's got 19 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Dragic the pass to Hero. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. The Heat making a switch here. Olynyk checked in.
One shot.
That's good from Hero. Russ, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail, well said. And the Warriors with possession here after the Heat pick up 2. Passes it to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. The Heat trail by 20. Here's Hero. 10 points for him. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Olynyk. There's the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Olynyk giving the defense no time to react. Quick catch and shoot.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Lee outside. Dragic against Curry. Curry with another miss. Miami's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And the free throw, no good. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Let's see some numbers here on Steph Curry. Last season, he played outstanding. How about 27 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds? He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Here's Pascal. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Dragic kicks to Adebayo. Dragic against Curry. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo passes to Hero. Reverses, and that's 2 points on the layup. Hero's got 12 points in the game.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Lee. 8 points his last outing. Curry kicks to Green. No good from outside.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Out to the wing. Here's Dragic. And the layup is good. Dragic has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Curry passes to Lee. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the Warriors lead by 14. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, he's done his part. No doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
Dragic against Curry. To the paint. Here's Lee. And it's Golden State with another.
Well, wow. Kev, how about that fantastic look by Steph Curry? The ability to create and make the guys around him better.
Outside Dragic. And that one drops for him. He's got 9.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
And here is Lee. He's got 8. Second shot opportunity. Here is the 2K leader with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. Steph Curry fourth.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. We've always been wowed by the athleticism in the NBA, but it seems to be becoming even more athletic. And certain guys get it done, Doris, in different ways.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of examples, Kev, of guys who don't have or are not blessed with incredible athleticism, but who have found a way to be successful. Nikola Jokic is a first-team NBA player who plays very much below the rim. And then you look at certain shooters who can affect the game. J.J. Redick, he is impossible to guard because he's one constant stream of movement. So, listen, if you have great skill for your position without athleticism, you can still find a way to have a job in this NBA. I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Pass to Robinson. Dragic dishes to Robinson. Now, here's Olynyk. Not a lot of room. Robinson, that's good.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
To the middle, here's Curry. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Curry's got 26 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
My goodness, bodying up to Kelly Oubre didn't matter. That is special stuff right there.
Dragic against Curry. No good from Dragic. Warriors leading by 17. Here's Oubre. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Now, here's Dragic. He's got 9. To the left side wing. Robinson kicks to Olynyk. Over Chris. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That's his first foul. The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in. Golden State's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Down low. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Lee. And he has 28 points for the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Nunn passes to Jones. Lee against Robinson. To the right side. Here's Nunn. And that time, also a missed shot. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Brooklyn Nets. They get it again. Pascal. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Jake Crowder's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. And it's the Heat with the ball. A minute 20 left here in the second. Nunn passes to Robinson. He dishes it to Crowder. Over Curry. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Here's Nunn. The Warriors making the shot. Now the feed to Leonard.
Kevin, is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is in elite company. Shots good by Lee.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here is Robinson. 23 points for him the last game against Charlotte.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance. Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
To the inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Crowder from outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Warriors on top, delivering the blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He ended up with 28 points, 8 assists, and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, you know going in, Steph Curry can make any kind of shot. But then he still finds his way to impress you. Big showing so far, one of the most entertaining players in the game.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Curry has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Myers Leonard is out. And it's none in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Warriors leading by 23. Here's Curry with the three. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 31.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Nunn passes to Butler. A floater. Warriors with the rebounds. Chris has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Inside, here's Green. And it's sent back by Leonard. And they're able to recover. Green, no luck.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
He had a nice open look right there. That's 7 points for Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler's effectiveness as a scorer includes that three-point line. You've got to cover him out there.
Floats it up for Wiggins. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
Here's Curry. Jimmy Butler making his last shot, and Green gets it to go.
Wow, we're accustomed to seeing Draymond Green make the pass, but how about that catch-and-shoot delivery? Nice.
Nunn passes to Butler. Leonard, the shot's good on the assist by Butler. And with Wiggins, Doris, and his struggles last year, he seemed to be relying more on his outside shot.
You wonder if Wiggins feels the pressure of an NBA that now so heavily emphasizes that three-point shooting. But his strength, to me, is putting the ball on the deck, attacking the rim, and relentlessly going at defenders. He's got to get back to that.
To the paint. Ball's knocked loose. Oubre with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green leading the charge.
Well, this guy, a top 10 pick in 2016, we have seen Marquise Chris's talent. We've also seen the areas where he can improve.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because they go back in history and the names are endless, but who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. And this is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. Miami shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. Two shots.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Floats one. Goes back up. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The Warriors shooting their seventh free throw attempt here.
One shot. One shot.
And Miami has possession. Here's none. 7 points in the game. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Oubre against Butler. The pass to Chris. Clock at 6. Lets it fly. No good that time. And Miami the other way now. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's his first foul. Now, here's Adebayo. Covered by Chris. Robinson against Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Nunn. No good on that one. Great D that time from Oubre.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Bowman, defended by Butler. To the middle, here's Green. That ball is good for another field goal, his 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
I'll tell you, Draymond Green just excellent at setting his teammates up with his screening ability and then roll to the rim with a purpose. Nice.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 9. Shoots over Oubre. And that one goes long.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Bowman passes to Green. Wiggins outside, launches it. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's now 11 points for Andrew Wiggins.
You know you can count on Draymond Green to make good decisions. This guy comes up with a lot of terrific assists.
Robinson for three. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Bowman, guarded by Robinson. Bowman pass to Wiggins. Banked in off the glass. Wiggins has got 7 points here in this quarter.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive. Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
And finished off by Oubre.
This guy's a super quick leaper. Oubre doesn't need much time to get off the floor.
Here's Nunn. 7 points in the game. Looking to end his cold spell. Chris with the rebound. Chris's Warriors have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Wiggins finds Oubre. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Robinson passes to Butler. Tries again, and it's good on the way up. Butler's got 11.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Stolen by Robinson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Here's Pascal. Here's Wiggins. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Now here's Wiggins. Guarded close. They can't stop the run with that one. Here's Nunn. 7 points in the game. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
All right, a chance to check out. He averaged 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he paced the whole team in points per game last season.
Well, his teammates understood that he was their best option, and understandably, Greg, they got him the rock.
Here's Pascal. Here's Bowman. And they pick up 2. Here's Nunn. Outside Butler. Takes the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oubre against Butler. Pass to Wiggins. pass to Looney. Here's Bowman. Misses off the right iron. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Boy, I love to watch Jimmy Butler work in the post. High activity level. Hard not to foul that guy.
The Heat have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And you look at Jimmy Butler. He's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Bowman passes to Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
Well, Andrew Wiggins has become adept at knowing how to get separation and get his shot off. That's nice pick and roll play.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
The pass to Looney. Bowman passes to Pascal. Shoots over Crowder, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Pascal's got 6 points. Outside Butler. Releases. No good. So Golden State will take it the other way. Here's Oubre. Off target from three-point range. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Butler on the wing. Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple. Butler's got 20 points.
Well, just another thing to like about Jimmy Butler, the development of the catch-and-shoot game.
There's 45 seconds left in the third. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Miami. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry's checked in. .40 seconds left in the third. Here's Hero. Covered by Wiggins. Three-pointer. Butler. The Warriors pull it in. And a deep 3 from Curry. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now. Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look right at the cup. Nicely done.
Now here's Curry. Tight defense on him. On the wing, Wiggins. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Lee out there with Steph Curry. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Looney in at the center position. That one falls. And that's now 33 points for Steph Curry.
On any given night, you understand that Steph Curry is a threat to go off, and it doesn't ever become less enjoyable to watch. How about that, Kevin?
Dragic. Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Jay Crowder ends every post with the hashtag, "It all started in the driveway." Doris, he knows just how far he's come.
No doubt. Jay Crowder said back then he was always the youngest guy on the court with no fouls called. That is how you develop into a competitor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Crowder.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And both free throws good from Crowder.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Now here's Wiggins. Pascal, the pass to Wiggins. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Monday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
Well, obviously, this one reason why Kelly Olynyk is out there, his ability to stretch the floor with his long-range shooting.
A shot by Curry, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check. Andrew Wiggins should get a 10 for degree of difficulty. That was beautiful.
Outside Dragic. And Pascal pulls it down.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
You know, Doris, you and I love history. And you were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure, but it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Both free throws good from Dragic. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Passes to Curry. Over in the corner, Lee. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Iguodala dishes to Olynyk. He kicks to Dragic. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Right side, Lee. Doris, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction. I don't think it's possible to overstate just how revolutionary a player Steph Curry is because of the way he has changed the spacing on the floor. Never before have we seen a player who shape-shifts a defense like Steph does. And that is because once he crosses half court, you better guard him.
First one falls for him. And with the way Dort, so much more space for the rest of the team.
I think coaches, Kevin, because of Steph Curry's presence, they have got to change their defensive schemes, account for spaces on the floor that traditionally you wouldn't have to account for. That puts Steph Curry in a class of his own. It's absolutely incredible to me the amount of work Steph Curry has to put in order to get open shots. The reason every defender is using every trick at his disposal to slow him up. And you have to, guys, right? Because if he gets an inch of room, it's over.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. Curry's got 36.
There's a confidence and an energy that allows Steph Curry to attack on the interior. This guy is excellent in the painted area.
Now here's Dragic. Here's Olynyk. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Curry on the wing. He's guarded by Dragic. From deep, Green. Rebound by the Heat. Olynyk's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Doris with the physicality of defense on Curry. He doesn't get a lot of free throws out of it.
Well, you think about Steph Curry's willingness to attack a closeout, right? Teams want to get him off the three-point line. So he has got to be willing to attack the cup, and he's more than capable of getting there.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Following the score by Miami. 6 on the shot clock. Chris kicks to Curry. There's the triple. Traps in the tray. Curry's got 39.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Robinson finds Jones. Dragic looking for an opening. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And finished off by Oubre.
Oh, boy, Kevin. Kelly Oubre is rolling. You can see all that potential starting to rise to the surface.
Now, here's Dragic. From deep, drills the three-pointer. Dragic has got 9 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Outside Curry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Jones with the ball for the Heat. It's Robinson high post. Here's the lob to the hoop. It's deflected. Lee with the steal.
Hey, yo, get on Steph.
They double team Curry. Down low, Chris. And Chris throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 14 rebounds. Dragic against Curry. Now here's Dragic. The shot from the low post is good. Dragic has got 11 here in this quarter alone. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Look, Kev, that's pure strength from Draymond Green. When he gets hit, he still finds a way to score it.
Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this: the NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
Here's Nunn. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Curry!
Pass to Chris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 6 assists in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They double him with Green. Kicks it to Butler. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Oubre. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass from Jimmy Butler, and you've got to have special vision to make it.
Curry finds Wiggins. Back to Curry. It's tipped. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have 2 candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force. He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Nunn passes to Silver. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Outside Curry. The three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 13 points now in the quarter.
He got loose from downtown in the first half, now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Nunn passes to Hill. The dish to Iguodala. Puts it up from 15. Bender with the rebound. Golden State's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. To the wing right side. Here's Bowman, and the rejection by Iguodala.
Boy, the suffocating defense of Andre Iguodala, so important to his team. Really good job timing the shot there.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the score by Miami. Bowman passes to Bender. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Doris, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. He hits the second from the line.
Now, this is why you love Bender's size, right? At 7'1", fantastic mobility, just incredible.
Dragic finds Jones. Outside Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Dragic has got 23 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now the pass to Bowman. He gets that one.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Up top, Dragic. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Dragic has got 16 points here in the second half. Pass to Bender. Doris, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have two goals. Instead of one championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first two.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Steph Curry.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Here's Bowman. And the rejection by Iguodala. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Kicks it out to Jones. Iguodala outside. He feeds it to Hill. Back to Iguodala. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
And they sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Steph, what was the key that had your offense going so well tonight?
Obviously, guys have to make shots, and when we're creating and moving our bodies and the ball's moving, we're not turning it over. You know, we're tough to guard, and everybody had confidence tonight to go out there and make plays. So that's contagious, and we got to find that tomorrow, next game if we want to keep this going.
Obviously, the way you guys want to play, Steph. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.